Psycholinguistics, the psychology of language, branch of linguistics that analyze the psychological factors involved in the perception of the response to linguistic phenomena. It's the study of influence of psychological factors on the development of language, use of language, and interpretation of language. It's the study of relationship between language and the cognitive or behavioral characteristics of those who use it. Psycholinguistics is the study of language behavior, how people learn and use language to communicate their ideas. Study of psycholinguistics is primarily concerned with the ways in which language is represented and processed in the brain. It's the study of mental mechanism that makes it possible for people to use it. Work of psycholinguistics primarily consists of two questions. What knowledge of language is needed for us to use language? It states that we must know the rules of language to use it. And the next question is, what cognitive processes are involved in the ordinary use of a language? Cognitive process means perception, memory, and thinking. Study of psycholinguistics can be divided into four main areas. First one is language acquisition. First language that a child learns, it's natural and there is no need of any instructions in acquiring a language. It's how a baby grows from a wordless wonder into somebody who can communicate their ideas frequently. Then comes language comprehension. Language comprehension refers to one's understanding to linguistic input received in verbal form. It means understanding language in speech or writing. Next one is language production. Language production is a concept in psycholinguistics that describes the stages of speech from initial mental concept to spoken or written linguistic results. And the last one is second language acquisition. It's the process and study of how people acquire a second language, which is called second language acquisition. Learning a second language takes a lot of practice. Examples of learning a second language is as an Urdu speaking person visits a country where people speak English, that person will learn a new language there. P.F. Skinner's theory of behaviorism. Operant conditioning. According to Skinner's theory of behaviorism, all behavior is no more than a response to external stimuli. According to Skinner, there is no programming in human mind at the time of birth to learn a language. According to the theory of behaviorism, language learning is formed from the process of reinforcement and punishment. This is Skinner's theory of operant conditioning or behaviorism. For example, if you are hungry and you are asked for food, "Mommy, I need some meal," you will get food. That's called operant conditioning, because after some time, if you will feel hungry, you will reinforce your behavior again. You will do the same thing again. Once again, you will go to your mother and you will say, "Mommy, I am feeling hungry," and then you will get food, because you know that you will be rewarded with food this way. Behaviorist theory uses rewards and punishment to control human and animal behaviors and teach them new skills. According to behaviorists, language can occur when we can observe it. Prime goal of behaviorist theory is to see a change in behavior. Stimulus and response rule. Behaviorists believe that we can be trained to change our behavior like a pet. When we provide a stimulus, we expect a response. Confused? Okay, let me clear it. If you pinch someone, that person will definitely react. Most probably that person will show anger. That pinch is a stimulus and anger is, yes, anger is response. If a child gets rewarded for getting his homework done on the time, this is stimulus. And if the child repeats his behavior, once again he completes his work on time, this is response, because once again he want to get reward. This is why behaviorist theories are followed in school for both positive and negative reinforcement. Some examples of positive reinforcement are giving chocolates, candy, or an incentive, giving praise, asking others to clap for them, letting students choose the next activity. These are the kinds of positive reinforcement. Behaviorists have some rules to discourage some behaviors. For example, taking away playtime, making them sit in corner for 5 minutes, sending to principal's office. This type of negative reinforcement is used to avoid negative behaviors of the student. This experiment of rat and food was conducted by B.F. Skinner, and this experiment was conducted to show how reinforcement works in a controlled behavior. In this experiment, a hungry rat was placed inside the box. Rat was running inside the box, and by chance it pressed the bar and it was rewarded with food. When it pressed the bar again, once again it was rewarded with food, and this way rat learned that when I press the bar, I am rewarded with food. What was the purpose of this experiment? It showed that reinforcement can be positive or negative, and both are rules to strengthen human behavior. Behaviorists think anyone can learn anything. All they need is the right reward or punishment. They believe children are born with blank minds. They learn through experiences. Rat and electric current. Skinner again experimented with rats to show how negative reinforcement can also strengthen human behavior. Well, there is a difference between negative reinforcement and punishment. Negative reinforcement is used to strengthen human behavior or to avoid some behaviors. In this experiment, Skinner placed the rat inside the box and sent electric current inside the box. Accidentally, rat knocked the lever and current stopped. When twice or thrice rat experienced it, he learned that he could escape the electric current, repeated that behavior or act that saved him previously. One of the important aspects of human behavior is feelings are associated with behavior that is controlled by conditioning. When once a child is rewarded for an act, he will repeat that behavior willingly. Children are free to choose how they want to behave as long as they are willing to accept the consequences of their actions. If you like my video, hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Thank you.